DM Scott here with Down with Dragons, doing a recap of episode 12, Bargains and Choices. The group, Viet, the Mad Hammer, Maven, the Amanita, and Callan, the Fool, all faced off against a hooded figure. Apparently a member of some secret group that had motives that they didn't quite understand, but showed up to the party uninvited and started slaughtering all those within. The group faced off and traded blows back and forth. The fight going back and forth, teetering on who had the real advantage. Seeing this, Javiant and Murtimo, sensing that this was more than they bargained for, decided to vacate the area and start to scale down the 1,000-foot drop of the cliff that was there at the mansion of Lord Derek. Sensing that the tables had turned against him, the Void Knight decided to leave, running away. And in this moment of a quiet, all of a sudden appearing from an illusion, the Speaker of the Vine showed up, grabbing Derek, who was on the ground, and holding his hand out to Callan. To give me the goblet, he said. Callan, still having many other plans in his head, stalled for time, trying to accomplish his other plans. During that, he tipped his hand a little too much, and Callan picked up a voice that wasn't that of Falion Dorn, who he thought it was. He realized the voice belonged to an old friend of his, Slate, from a former season, a man who strangely sat up out of his own grave. He revealed himself and showed Callan his current state, which was some sort of fiendish infection, something he wasn't fully sure on how to cure, but apparently this goblet was important to it, and pleaded with him to give him the goblet, complete the agreement with Callan's patron, and give it to him so that he could use it to hopefully help his situation. And he took the goblet, drank of it, some of Derek's lifeblood into the goblet, which apparently drained him of all of his ties to Terrafin, leaving him just a commoner once again. After the ritual was cast, he backed up, falling off the cliff, leaving Callan, Viet, and Maven there in a momentary silence and confusion and frustration of everything that has just happened. Meanwhile, behind them, magic starting to disperse from a mansion that was not supposed to be there, and also still many of these hooded figures that are still slaughtering those within the grounds of the mansion. And that was last episode. And I mean, a lot is going on. And I'm looking forward to what the group decides to do this coming episode. So please join us. It should be a lot of fun. And I'm sure there are plenty of twists still to come. Welcome to Down with Dragons. I am DM Scott. With me, as always,
Killian playing Maven Corpseflower. And you might notice that my background's a little bit different. That's because I forgot what day it was.
Oh.
So bear with me.
Sorry, that was me. Nothing. You're good. There's
All
me.
right. And is Killian showing up on the feed? Actually?
She'll get there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We
I can hear you.
There
you are.
she
Hey,
is.
sorry, y'all were minimized.
There
As
she
I
is.
said, I'm on my phone.
Okay. And I am Mick playing Callan the warlock / bard who just wanted to help out his former patron Terrafin and as a parting gift throw him a big party. But that all went to crap, and now there's a massacre going on. And apparently the guy he wanted to kill turned out to be his friend from way back. And
Stuff
we'll
happened.
see what's going on.
Chris playing Viet. Finally got to the party. The party wasn't what we thought it was going to be. I thought we'd have to clean up, but there's someone else already cleaning up business here very aggressively.
No stains.
Fellow mercenary is down. We're all split up. Everything's going to shit. Sorry, the language. But running back to, he sees the hanged fool, and flying squirrel Ed turned into Lady of Vines, Lady of Thorns. Like, he knows these people. They don't know him yet, but right, whether or not he makes that connection or not is anyway. There was a fight, flung over a cliff. By the time he crawls back up, right now we're talking. We are doing the talking, and the Speaker of Vine shows up, and I will Goddard, and then I turn and there's no Speaker of Vine, and Viet just confused.
I mean, in all defense of you guys, I mean, it was a pretty big bag to unpack. I mean,
Yeah.
so don't feel bad about that. I'll help walk you all through it and get you there. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Before we get into that, because last week I so quickly jumped into things, but this week I'm prepared, and as always, Killian is as well. Killian, do we have any announcements? Oh, I can't let this go. I'm sorry.
We sure do. Hang on, I'm propping you up against a corner, and I'm probably gonna fall. It's just like back before I had my laptop, where my computer would fall all the time.
OG days.
Feels like that, but worse. Okay. I think it's gonna stay. Okay. Yes, I do have a couple of announcements. Again, sorry for the setup. Jesus.
Oh, we're tipping, yeah.
Yeah, yours propped up in a candle. So that's
If we all tip our heads this way, does that help? Other way, Scott.
Oh God, where am I? Hello?
We can hear you. We can. This is the
It's
best
fine.
present I could have had after the day I had.
I'm so sweaty. This is just like a whole thing. I do have some announcements though. Hey, I'm just gonna hold you for a minute because my phone needs to charge. That's why this is such a problem. So my first announcement, as always, our sister production Dungeon Patrol uploads every week, and you can find them at dungeonpatrol.com. If for some reason you don't have enough Dungeons and Dragons in your life, which I know I don't, you can check out Dungeon Patrol at dungeonpatrol.com, a fitting name if there ever was one.
I do want to insert here. They did reference a sister channel, Furry Patrol. That's not us. If you came here looking for Furry Patrol,
no, Scalies only in this podcast. Thank you very much.
Nothing against furry. That's fine. But if you're looking for it, we're the wrong channel. So
not yet. We could get there.
Well, if it's free advertisement, I'm willing to throw some stuff in.
Right? Yeah. I will turn myself into a tabaxi. Like we could do that. That'd be very fun.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
Free inspiration if you
someone's
do it.
watching.
Yeah.
If
Thanks,
you,
Dungeon Patrol.
Thanks, Dungeon Patrol. If you guys... Okay, I'm going to move on to inspiration because that's really the only announcement I have this week. And so, as every week, we have inspiration. If you like what you see on this here radio show, Twitch stream thing that we do, you can contact us down on the banner down below and let us know which one of our players or our benevolent DM deserves inspiration. And I do have a couple inspirations to give out this week. The first one is from Scott to all of us. Thank you, Scott, for the way that we played last week. And apparently our genuine shock and surprise was good enough acting for you to give us inspiration. So thank you, Scott.
You all did amazing, and I was happy to see our true players group finally together.
Oh, that was sweet. Okay.
Bleh.
Gives me indigestion. What can I say? No, that's the day that I've had, y'all. It's been a great day. It's just been a hectic one. And we have one other point of inspiration. It is for our DM, Scott, from one of your coworkers who tuned into our last broadcast. Sorry for that. I know we didn't have a lot of context, but I hope you had a lot of fun. And because you didn't really know what was going on, you were just as surprised as the rest of us when all of those happenings went on. So, Scott, you have 2 points of inspiration. I gave you one last week, and you have one for this week, so use them wisely. Everyone else, we have 1 point of inspiration, and if you have any others, spend them wisely. That's all of my announcements this week. Again, if you want to give any of our players inspiration, you can contact us down on the banner down below, or using the hashtag inspiration, or just throw it in the chat. I'm sure someone's looking at it. I'm on my phone, so I'm not, but I'm sure that someone else is on top of it. So yeah, back to you.
Thank you, Killian, who's out in the field, as you can see. I actually do have one extra announcement I want to toss out there. For anybody within our close-knit circle, we do like to consider ourselves a little bit of a geeky D&D family. I just want to reach out and say congratulations and blessings and warm feelings, all that out to Adam, who was Loon last season. Him and his wife have added to their family. They have a little boy, Liam. 2 days ago, they brought him into the world, and I just want to say from your extended D&D family, Adam, congratulations.
Congrats.
Send us
work,
pictures.
Adam.
Send us pictures. I demand baby pictures. Thank you very much.
So I saw that this week, and I just had to extend that to Adam, who is still part of our family. He's just growing his real everyday family, and that takes a lot.
They grow up so fast.
I know.
Logarithmically, it's not doubling. It's logarithmic function at this point.
Yeah.
After the first
I
one.
remember my first day I was supposed to join you guys. My best friend gave birth.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember.
Her son.
I remember.
It's,
My heart still remembers.
I know. And I think that is just such a fun little running theme in our little group, bringing people into this world. And that's cool.
Yeah. For a little back or behind the scenes for anyone at home who's seen season 1, when Killian joined our group, she was supposed to join our group an episode prior, and that is the only reason truly that the character of Lahun Sala is a character, because that was a 5-minute what am I doing with this episode, because we had a new character that was joining us moment, and it was great, and it turned out and everything was great, and it added to the whole color of our group and our stories and everything.
Callan always needs another love interest, apparently.
Right,
So.
yeah. What would I do without Lahun Sala?
Yeah,
I think there was a proposal in there, wasn't there?
There was.
Yeah,
There
like,
definitely
that's
was.
the thing. It added so many layers to a panicked. Like, I just remember getting that text and then looking at all of you pre-live and going,
I'll be back in
I
10
need
minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, I need a few minutes.
I'm okay,
Hold on.
but I'll be back. Yes.
I know. I got
No.
on the call with you not 2 minutes later when we got all set up to go. I'm like, I have to go right now.
Any
yeah,
DMs out there? Yep.
Yeah, so Scott was a little more chill when Killian was kind of scrambling because he's done that before. No big deal.
I don't even have an excuse. I just like I don't have a job and I just never know what day it is anymore. And I'm dog sitting, so I'm like I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm in someone else's house.
Binging a season of something on Netflix and just
A lot of documentaries about Joan Crawford. Who would have known that there was so much to know about her life? I've watched all day, the whole day. But anyway, let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
woo! Here we go. Okay, a little glimpse into all of our quirky behind the scenes. So last time, as we've kind of already rehashed a little bit with our character introductions, plus the recap, a whole lot of stuff, a lot of unpacking has happened. A fight with a void knight, a push off a cliff, a realization of prophecy revealed, a character unveiled and asking for a goblet who did get and drank from with some blood of Lord Derek, who now is just old wagon driver Derek again. A little more pimply, a little bit more plain.
Me
Oh,
too.
how's he doing?
He's great. He's great. He's on the ground, like on all fours, and he seems a little like he's had a day.
You've made a friend for life.
Sobered up,
You had
probably
a friend
pretty
for life
quick.
before, but like eternal. An eternal
It's kind
friend
of
now.
weird when the genie who sang the whole "You ain't never had a friend like me" suddenly disappears. But hey, so that's where we're at, right there, in that moment. After all of that's happened, and Slate drinks, takes in that power, gives a little salute, and then falls backwards off the cliff. Viet has
Turns
been,
around and the Void Knight's gone.
come-
Now Speaker of the Vine is gone, and
Yeah. And Callan is still probably reeling just a little bit. And Maven is still kind of seething from this annoying
I hate that guy.
yeah, just that guy. But here we are as you all kind of retake in your surroundings. You are near the cliff. You are in the enclosed grounds of this mansion, and the mansion itself, almost like peeling paint or a flower that is opening up and then wilting. This illusionary construction of a mansion is wilting away slowly from magic that has been used to make this place seem far more grand, that has lost the AA battery that powers it.
Just one. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's an energizer. They keep
Yeah,
going,
okay.
but
All right.
so in Viet had cast as you were as the two of you were discussing things with Speaker of the Vines.
Yep.
Viet
still
had cast Pass Without Trace, so we're
Yep, that's still up.
our corner of the back.
The shadows
yard is-
hug a little tighter around there. Yep.
All right.
You have this
So-
brief moment to just still take in where we left off of all of that, and you're all three together for the
Yep.
first time, second time, or multiple times for some, but it's been a lot for everyone.
Mhm.
So that is where we zoom back in.
Okay. Is it Speaker of the Vines? Is Slate still there?
He has he backed up, salute, and fell off backwards the
Okay.
cliff. If you take a peek over the cliff, or are you just that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
I lunge for Callan.
Lunge.
So-
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably why you don't have a chance to react to him backing off the cliff, because all of a sudden there's a body charging you.
Yeah, I grab him by the face and I'm stretching his cheeks and like opening up his eyes and just kind of being like, no freaking way. I'm wiggling your ears. I'm pulling your hair a little bit. I'm like, I'm this close. I get my face against your face. And I'm like, what happened to you? And where the hell? And I squeeze his head a little tighter. I'm like, where have you been?
Right. Okay. So at first, I think Callan's just going to be completely oblivious to Maven, just totally going after
A little
his-
shock. Yeah.
just doing the whole inspection because
I gotta lift your teeth. I want to look at your teeth.
Checking his teeth too.
yeah,
No
and
cavities, pearly white.
he's not resisting. He's just staring off past you, basically.
They're smaller
Oh my
teeth than you would expect from an grown adult. But
Baby teeth.
The revelation of Slate being the Speaker of the Vines was a big shock to Callan, and he is just totally stunned for a bit here. I mean, Callan
figuratively.
wanted to throw the big party for Terrafin, his old warlock patron, as kind of a going away gift, and grow his cult so it could benefit the people of Dragonlock too. He thought he was going to do so much good. And when he thought about, trying to allay the misery of normal Dragonlock commoners, Slate was always in his mind, because Slate kind of represents that whole potential of bringing yourself out of misery. He's a symbol of casting off the world's gloom, having literally risen from death and burial in the earth. And then now everything he's trying to do is falling apart behind him. It's falling apart behind Callan. But he just sees it as a good that he got to help out Slate. And then all of a sudden the sounds return, and there's this crazy woman he recognizes in his face pulling his cheeks and teeth apart here.
Yeah.
Maven.
Hey. That's all you
I
got.
love the shaky cam. It's perfect for
Yeah, that's it.
coming back to reality.
That's
Okay,
Callan's
David.
view.
Callan vision.
Oh,
Just try.
I like
I'm
this.
also filming at a Dutch angle right now because I have to charge my phone. So it's really just cinematic.
Oh no, it's perfect. It is perfect.
Hey, you got, and I'm still like this close. I'm this close from your face, and I'm just like you, and
Can
you.
you please do that with the camera.
Okay. Okay, so I saw you die. Can you please tell me what the hell you're doing here?
You get inspiration for committing to the bit from me.
From me too, if you can. Or from me.
One's enough. I beat you to it.
Yeah. I was gonna steal the goblet of Terrafin. It's like his celestial focus.
No, Callan. All right, I'm gonna breathe. Okay, I'm gonna say this very slowly. Callan,
Maven.
you died, right?
Yeah, I know.
You did. Okay, so
I didn't want to, but yeah.
no one does. I didn't want to see my friend die. You know, I'm very happy to see you, by the way. You look great. But Callan, where have you been?
Yeah. I guess I reappeared in Mirrorvale, and I was in that grand library of Queen Sorba, who I am sworn and bonded to now. And then she gave me this task to steal the Goblet of Terrafin. And, for somebody who I thought was an old adversary, I don't know, Valian Dorn, I don't know if we ever talked about him, but in fact turned out to be Slate.
Yeah,
don't
Slate sucks, by the way. Not a fan, but so question. Okay, this is gonna be a question that I never thought I'd have to ask. Did you consent to being brought back to life?
Scent is key.
It is.
No, but
No.
I don't want to be dead either.
Well, right, and I'm not saying, hey, you didn't consent. Let me kill you all over again. That would just be.
Oh, good.
Yeah, don't worry, man. But
So I
Oh, she was down for that too.
a little bit, because Sorva, like the Sorva who got us into this mess and created the situation, pretty much where this entire Aurora Borealis she put us there. Like she transported us there. She did do that. I was there. Where she was my hero. She smells so good. Like she smells so good. Oh, she smells so good. Anyway, not the point. She is, I mean,
It's got a
Helen,
really
I was
nice
on my
library
way.
too.
Well, yeah, right. I was on my way to go avenge your death, man. Like,
The secret library, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the face one that you saw. I mean,
yeah, she's got a chamber of secrets, man. You know what I'm saying?
Stacks for miles.
Mm-hmm. Gross. Sorry.
PG.
But Callan, you and I, dude, I was about to go to Mirrorvale and raise that whole city to the ground for you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
But I mean, Queen Sorba didn't kill me.
No, she just non-consensually brought you back from the dead for God knows what purpose. It has you under some sort of, I'm assuming, cosmic link with your soul.
I am her knight.
Is that what they're calling it these days? All right. Back in my day, it was called husband and wife, but now you're her knight. Okay. Newfangled terminology, Callan.
Yes, some of those labels don't even mean anything to us. So
I agree. But okay, you're her
yeah,
knight.
but you're right.
Is this
It's
where Derek
complicated?
whimpers up? I was his chosen champion.
I was a husband.
Oh yeah, Derek.
Oh, poor Derek.
If we're asking about Derek in that moment, if anybody all of a sudden does pay attention, he is doing still on all fours, hands and knees, doing that like really quiet, hyperventilating crying. That like, just that the thing you do when your parents yell at you and you go to your room and like, I hate you. You shut the door and then you just, I gotta get out of here.
Okay,
That-
poor Derek. I gotta help
Knock
him
it off,
out.
Derek.
So,
I
Viet
want to
is
cast
listening to all of
Phantasmal
this.
Force on Derek.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then hearing
I want to cast Phantasmal Force on Derek.
Okay. How many spell slots you got left, by the way, just to make sure?
I
you want to
have-
use it on it?
I have 2 of the appropriate level spell slots that I need for Phantasmal Force left.
Okay. There's a save, right?
There is
Oh,
Intelligence 16.
poor Derek.
Oh man, this guy can't catch a break.
No, because I rolled a natural 17.
Oh, good.
So
for
he
him.
saves and sees through, I'm assuming, a very helpful illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh,
My
poor
illusion, I
Derek.
guess, it still happens.
Let me give him disadvantage because he's not in his right mind.
Yeah, he's drunk too.
I rolled a nat 20 for my second roll. So 17 natural, wisdom saving. That's a dirty 20. I feel genuinely bad for him. And he's
Okay.
fake.
Okay.
I mean, you do
So
have,
what does
you
he
do have
see even though
inspiration
he
too,
sees through
Scott.
What?
Okay,
You do have inspiration too.
I'm not burning it on Pat.
Well, let me describe and maybe
Yes, please.
this poor pathetic Derek. He needs a boost. So
Yeah.
my idea was to have like a very ephemeral gossamer clad Cruz come up from behind him
That's why I saw through it.
and sing, kind of like the fake Little Mermaid on the beach when Prince
my
Eric
God.
was washed up. Just kind of sing him to his peace.
So
Try to comfort him.
You see for the briefest of moments this hopeful kind of in this shock expression look towards, and then you just see the betrayal in his eyes as he sees Cruz again and truly makes the connection that she wasn't even another person who was in on the whole thing with you. She is a part of your magic. And you just, he just folds back into himself, except he's not crying now. Now you can see there's almost that
Rage.
kind of that anger at himself. Like that borderline someone who wants to start hitting themselves in the head of just how stupid are you? You let yourself be taken for this ride.
Okay. I feel bad for this kid. And maybe it's because I've been honing my maternal instincts a little bit. But I say, Callan, we'll finish this later. Okay? There's so much more you need to tell me. But I get down on my knees and I wrap Derek up and I just one arm and I rub his back. And I say, hey, it's okay, bud. You're going to be all right.
Are you making this happen?
Me?
I'm asking you because I'm telling you the second you touch him, he's going to shove you off. So are you trying to make this happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
he doesn't have a high strength.
Good.
So I need you to, this is an opposed athletics check. And I'm not doing acrobatics for him, even though he's better at that. This is just raw. Don't touch me.
Okay, let me see if I have dice with me. And if not, I will ask one of you to roll for me. Because again, I just figured out we had game 5 minutes before we started.
That's a natural 19. So that's an 18.
I have some mac and cheese in my bag. Is that anything?
Give it a shake.
That's a minus 2 to your roll.
Do you
Come on.
want to Google 120 or 1d20?
Somebody quick, just do a roll. Do a roll.
Yeah,
that is a 8 plus your strength modifier.
Even if it's
minus your strength modifier 2, minus 2 for the mac and cheese.
So as you reach out to genuinely just try to comfort him,
yeah,
he slaps your hands away and starts to crawl back and then stands to his feet and immediately he's like, don't touch me. I don't need any of your pity.
well,
And you can see there's some genuine conflicted feelings and self-loathing and anger and just a lot of things swirling around. And at that moment, all of you hear a crash about 40 feet behind you. From the second story of this wilting and changing mansion, looking more and more of a run-down building, you see glass shatter as Apex comes barreling out of a window with one of these Void Knights. Just a scream as he just comes down and lands on top of him with a dagger in his hand, driving into it and rolling off, blood in his mouth. He's got extra cuts and slashes, trying to come up to his feet as the Void Knight he just landed on top of quickly comes to his feet grabs this knife and yanks it out, throwing it to the ground, looking around for their weapon, seeing nothing, is about to just charge. And then the glass you hear more tinkling as from above, you see sad flute, Senshi for Maven. The tiefling samurai comes
Girl.
leaping from the second story window with her sword out and beheads this void knight, landing, whips her blade, and you see, yeah, nice. You see Apex just like breathing heavily, spits out some blood. I had that one. She sheathes her blade. I know. And turns looking back towards the pandemonium still going. There's not as much movement or screams that were going on back there. There's not a lot of movement in the actual courtyard towards the side and front yard. Now it's mostly to the way front and in the building. But you see Apex there bleeding, kind of definitely favoring one leg to the other, and sad flute, standing at guard, staring off towards the front yard, kind of as you were, Viet, on guard.
Yep. Viet would be
Okay.
checking
Resume.
to see if these
Sorry
are
for that
on
interruption. So far, nothing
Viet's
besides
right.
that interruption.
And every time there's a scream or a death scream, right? Viet is flinching, right? Checking these two.
Plenty of those.
As they're having their weird, bizarre conversation. He's got his hammer out and his shield, right? He keeps checking back and forth. Right? He looks pretty rough shape, right? He's some bad bruising and several cuts and gashes, and he's limping and stiff. But as he keeps checking with each scream, he kind of starts drifting closer and closer towards the mansion.
Yep.
Taking his Veil of Shadows with him. If
Slowly,
yeah.
Moving. Yep.
So Callan, he's still all over the place, but he sees Viet responding like that, and that's something that Callan understands.
Yeah.
So
Danger.
he kind of motions like, yeah, let's go deal with that. Towards the fracas, looking at Viet. You did a great job back there. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
What was your name? Blue?
My mother named me Viet. You are the hanged fool. You are Lady of Vines. He kind of gives
Thorns.
No, it's just the fool. The fool. I don't.
We can hang you if you want.
There was the witch woman said. He just kind of nods like you should know this. So
Which woman?
yes, the witch woman.
Which woman?
Yes, the witch woman. Yes, yes, you know the witch woman.
Which woman?
Which woman?
Yes,
That one.
yes.
And who's on first?
Yeah, he'll
Okay,
finger the needle and the he's got some stuff woven into his beard. He'll finger that as he's talking about the witch woman.
Mm-hmm.
These he'll nod gesture towards the front where all the kids like these are monsters.
Well, yeah, seemingly so. I don't know about any thorns, but I've been called many things in my day. I'll add that to my Rolodex of titles. But I prefer to go by Maven. I'll call you Viet until I get to know you better, and then I'll call you an uncomfortable nickname.
My friend Quincy would call me Le Marteau Faux.
Yeah, I'm not going to call you that. I can't pronounce it.
Would everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Someone has brought up why let me be the pinch roller with my luck. So, Callan, maybe you want to roll for Maven.
Okay.
That's a valid.
Thank you. I promise I'll have dice next time.
So Callan's saving throw roll is a dirty 2.
Nice.
It's a dirty girl.
19 for Viet.
Dang. You rolled me an 8? Come on, Chris.
I rolled an 18 for Maven. I don't know what your bonus is.
I think it's a +3, right?
Plus
You at
five.
least need to know your character sheet.
Plus 5.
I can pull up Maven.
Woo!
I got her level 5. She's plus 5.
I
Okay.
sent you it in the.
Yeah. I don't have permission. I sent you a request for permission.
Shoot. Let me do that.
Anyway, your plus 5 wouldn't have changed.
It's okay. So we only have
Now Maven
one
is dizzy.
failure. Callan, you're the only one who takes damage from this.
Yay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, fix it.
You take 1 psychic damage. As everyone hears this, but only you take the feedback of it. And even you see Apex, who's kind of favoring one leg, drops to a knee for a second, and with his one hand kind of clutches his head. And like you hear this high-pitched scream. It is feminine, mixed with almost feline rage and pain.
Freeze.
Viet,
Yes.
you know what this is.
I know what this is.
This is the equivalent of a blood-curdling, painful scream of rain.
This is the rain.
Rain?
I don't think it's raining.
Both of you do know at least the name. Oh no, Maven doesn't. Callan, you know the name Rain.
Oh, I've been dreading her appearance.
She's friend. We go.
Rain is a friend.
Viet will take off.
It does not feel very friendly to me.
Yeah, Viet, you take off,
And it's
and you get the
limping,
feeling
run.
like it's coming back from inside the mansion.
Okay. He'll
Charge forward.
He'll check, but he's going to charge forward.
Okay. Looking around, out here, other than you can see a lot of dead bodies and blood. As you close with the second floor, like depending where to go, you go to the left towards where there are an open area, or there's windows and stuff right here. Like
He would go through the windows.
closest entry point. Okay, charging
He's
forward.
not a tactical person, so
Yep, running forward, jump, shield forward, boom, break through. You see Rain is right now in the like where the like you break through, the entire bottom floor is pretty open with kind of segments of separation of rooms and things like that. But for the most part, it's still open. It's equivalent of having like curtains or things like that to separate things. You see against a pillar, there is one of these void knights who has a long 10-foot pole that looks to be almost made of mercury with how shiny it looks. And it is driven through her collarbone, and she is pierced against the pillar. Down at her feet, you can see her flute is there and broken.
Oh.
And she is blood coming out of her mouth, but she is struggling against it.
So she's still alive.
Yep.
At
Hence
the moment.
the psychic scream you all received.
Got it.
All right. So Callan would have followed Viet just because.
Yep. Right on his heels, jumping through the
Action.
window he broke through. Yep.
So how close are we to all that then?
Viet, who was first, is probably within 20 feet. You're right behind him, 25, 30, somewhere in that area. Maven, are you charging forward too, or are you staying out there? Apex is coming back to his feet slowly, and Flute is on guard. Like, she doesn't seem too dismayed with a single scream.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna stay. Honestly, I don't know that voice.
Okay.
So I'd stay, help Apex up to his feet.
Yeah, he'll definitely take it, and he'll just like, thank you. It's been a day, hasn't it?
Oh, you're telling me.
Inside, what are you
Inside.
two doing?
Viet will if I have any movement left, try to get within at least 15 feet and try to throw a storm whip out.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's a lightning lure. It's not hard to break. It needs a strength. He needs a strength 11.
I'm going to
The
give him
sorcery stuff is
disadvantage
not
because he's
his.
very much focused on driving that spear forward. So disadvantage, strength roll. That is, I don't remember what you said,
11.
but I rolled.
Has to beat 11.
He has a 13, natural 10 plus his strength. So he, like, any damage caused by it, I don't remember.
Only if it hits and drags him away from it.
So
yep.
That lightning whip comes forward, wraps around, but maybe there's something in that spear as it collects around him. It is immediately grounded straight to the ground, and you just see his head whip back towards you two.
Yep. So, Tony, please, whatever remaining movement I have to just kind of run up and try to just jam myself in there.
I'm gonna say, just for the fact of the distance jumping through and all, and that attack, you're at your limit right there.
All right.
Callan
is going to rush right in. He was very concerned about rain, but sees that the real threat is the Void Knight. Yeah. So he's going to just rush right in, do defensive flourish with the Song Blade, and charge it with Booming Blade.
Ooh.
All right. So defense, Song Blade, that's a 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Then the Song Blade damage is 13 plus the flourish 4, total of 17 from the Song Blade.
Whew.
So
nice.
Then I get to add 4 to my AC for this whole next round.
So describe what that looks like.
Okay. So Callan uses his half musical instrument, half rapier Song Blade, and rushes in and just does some fantastic flourishes with the blade to parry any possible moves, throw the target off, and lunges in there, takes a good slash, and hits and gets back on guard. And applying Booming Blade with it, the target is kind of encompassed in this vibration that's just kind of oppressive vibration that's all over him right now. And if he chooses to move within the next round, he takes extra damage. Oh, and I also haven't done the Booming Blade damage for the initial hit.
Do that.
That is an extra 6.
Do you mind if I take liberties?
Okay.
Make me a this spell, would it be based off your charisma, do you think, or would this be based off of, okay, roll me a charisma, like an arcana check based off of your charisma.
Okay. So just a charisma roll, or
basically, yeah, with proficiency though.
Okay, with proficiency bonus. All right.
Because it's very close, so I want to give some extra flair.
All right. So that is only a 10 total.
10?
Plus your charisma modifier?
Yep, but
plus proficiency?
Okay. I'm going to roll a charisma.
So I did a charisma roll. I got a 3 plus 4 for my modifier.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to roll a Constitution saving throw against a DC 10.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 5. So for extra flair, because you're so close, as he's stabbing, he looks back, that lightning is grounded. You come charging forward, whipping around to feint and fake and drive forward with the booming blade. You stab into him, and then all of a sudden, all this focus of arcane energy comes through the blade, focusing down towards the tip. And there's this moment of brief silence. Almost think the seismic charges of Slave One.
Yes.
And boom, and he gets knocked backwards into another pillar. He is gone. The spear, though, is still there, stabbed into Rain. But that Void Knight is gone. He looked like he had been fighting with Rain probably for a little bit. But yeah, you just blew him into the next room.
All right,
through a
okay.
pillar. And so, yeah, just that boom, and just seeing Rain just.
Hey, don't attack me, Rain. Don't.
Her eyes are wide, borderline in shock. She's got blood in her mouth and staining her teeth, but she looks like a feral animal. Just,
Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Ew. Ouch. Anything else going on? I don't think Callan would react beyond
other
that.
than the dead bodies around you, plenty of Void Knights, plenty of civilians, plenty of guards. There are serving people, like so many. Yeah, the walls have been painted.
Can Viet go and help at least holding the spear in place, help pry it out of the wall? We're not pulling it out of Rain if possible and opening up all that blood.
Make me a intelligence saving throw. It doesn't have to be high. It's just
17.
Oh, perfect. So as you kind of gingerly go to like grab the spear, it actually does almost, when you first touch it, feel like there's a liquidy tactile sense to it that feels wrong. But as you touch it and pull your hands away for a brief moment, it just drains and drips off of the spear onto the ground, turning black. And then it's just a normal spear.
Okay.
And you're able to do whatever you'd like to accomplish, because
Try to
it
get
won't take too much. Yeah.
Unpinned from the wall, not pull it out. I don't want to gush your blood right now. But
Right. And like she's pretty heavily speared on it. So if you pull, the first thing is she'll slide down the pillar.
Can Viet snap off part of the, now that it doesn't have that silver viscous stuff?
Make me a strength check.
That would be a 24.
Yeah, you, as gingerly as you can, go and snap it. There's pain. She winces, and all of you, without actual damage, feel a psychic kind of wince from the pain. But yeah, you break it off.
Okay. And then help her pull it out and help her lever her down on the pillar there.
Yep. You see, as you're helping, she looks thankful towards you, but also you can see she's constantly looking towards Callan, and there is kind of mixed emotions of both feeling like cornered, but also feeling like, screw that guy,
He hanged man, hanged fool. Can we walk? Can you walk? Can we go?
Just the fool.
Rain, can we, if I pick you up, can we get you out?
She just kind of nods and like reaches towards your shoulder.
Yep. Pull her up, and all 4 feet of me basically be a 4-foot crutch for her. And
so outside, Maven.
Yep.
You, Apex, kind of leaning a little bit as you've helped him up, and Sad Flute are all there.
Yep.
She leaned like kind of behind over her shoulder. Is it Callan?
You know,
And you see there's a tenseness in her arms as she's on guard of like, she's ready to change categories for him.
it is him, but it is also, he's different. But I guess dying will do that to you. I don't completely trust him. I don't trust who he works for.
Apex will spit out some blood next to you. And he's like, well, isn't that the story with everybody? You can't really trust anybody. I mean, I have friends and then they chop off your arm. And in front of you, she'll just kind of, again, over her shoulder, she's like, I had to be sure.
And she apologized. Apex.
He's like, she did not apologize. That is as close as we have come. That is bullshit.
You know, I don't know what you were expecting.
More.
You're lucky she only took one arm, man.
Somebody roll me a perception check for Maven.
Okay, I got it. Got you
I
covered.
feel so useless. I'm like, I can't roll anything. I can't check my character sheet.
I don't
Still
have
love you.
Maven up yet, so the roll was a natural 20.
Ooh.
She's got a +5 in perception.
All right.
Hey.
Or at least
There
it
you
did
go.
at level 5.
That's awesome.
There you go.
You know what? With a nat 20, I also want an intelligence roll for Maven. Just because of that amazing perception, there might be a connection. Yeah, I'm going to push it as long as you are
Yeah,
unable.
intelligence roll. Huh? Yeah. Maven's intelligence roll is and the die roll was an 8.
She has just a normal
Oh, right.
+2. If it's a save, she's got a +5.
regular.
+2.
So
So
10.
it's 10, yeah.
So
Hey, Brad.
no
Is it
dramatic
skill?
connections.
No skills she can use with this?
No, this is just intelligence making connection due to the fact of the amazing first roll. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to add to it.
I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. You know what I mean?
But she got a really good perception roll.
Yeah, it was really good. Killian, out of the
Yeah.
corner of your eye, you see movement.
Oh, here we go again, boys. You're up.
You know, the dozens and dozens and dozens of cut down civilians. You see an arm move. You see a leg. See a head twitch.
Oh, God.
And then all of a sudden, one of these just commoner beggar, probably just in ratty clothing, just all of a sudden sit up
Does have a
and
big
look in your
Where with
direction
Callan sign.
with glowing green eyes.
Oh, dear Lord. All right. Well,
And then another one,
oh, no. Zombies, really?
and another one.
Oh,
And then within 5 feet, you see that Void Knight twitch.
I'll kill him again, I swear.
Darkness falls across the land.
Uh,
Midnight hour is close at hand.
oh, my God.
The clouds part and the moon is fully seen.
God. All right. Well, okay. So that's not normal.
No, it's not.
No, I don't think. Have I seen this before? Can I do a history check?
With disadvantage, because I just tried to give you a check
I
to
know.
make connections. So I'll give you a history check with disadvantage.
Okay. And then can I add my inspiration to make it a flat roll?
Absolutely. For sure. You know what? If you're going to burn an inspiration, I'll give you advantage still.
Okay, someone roll for me, please.
All right.
My hands are so delicate.
That is the most castrated version of the like, awesome. Somebody do it.
All right. Did you want me to roll for you?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time?
I trust.
Make it so.
Because you got a 2 on this one.
Jesus.
With advantage?
No.
Okay.
Advantage.
So the
Yeah.
second roll of that advantage roll was a natural 20.
Okay. I don't even need the rest of it. So you, in a flood of thought, your shock and brain, like, this isn't normal, this is bad. Undead. Okay, what do I know? And just the wheels start going. And somewhere, maybe with the flash of the green eyes, you go back to the night of the ritual. And you make a connection of part of that ritual was to change the world and what happens with souls.
Frick.
And as one by one sits up and each one opens their eyes and light of green emerald light flashes in them, you realize and make a educated guess. Souls aren't going anywhere anymore. And because of what you also saw during that ritual,
Mhm.
they are all likely connected to a certain newly risen draconic style entity. And with conversations you may have had with how crappy things have been in Dragonlock with Apex and Sealy and all that, of like, there's a lot of crappy things going on, and this is the first time you've seen it, but like, this isn't unfamiliar of people who die regardless of the circumstance don't really stay down.
Okay.
And it is a little bit of sobering reality to see it first play, right in front
Yep.
of you.
Well,
As another one stands, coming to their feet. Another one. And all start slowly making their way towards the backyard.
no, they don't need to come over here. They can stay where. That's okay. They don't need. They don't have to be near me.
No.
They can stay out there in the front yard. I'm good back here. By looking at them, do they seem to be under some sort of a trance?
Ironically, especially with that roll, watching them as they start moving, they don't even seem like any kind of research you've ever done with any of your arcane research, your historical. They're not even straight, just like, zombie, type of thing, where it's like, as they start to stand and move, you see that light in their eyes, and you see the dead veins glowing with green.
Oh, spooky.
And as they start to come towards you, you can see their skin, instead of turning whiter, start to almost turn scaly.
Oh, God.
You see their hands that start to immediately, as they're walking towards you, reaching towards you, elongated, almost talons start to
Like
grow
you?
from their hands.
Did no one read the script?
Derek's like, I have it.
He does. He does.
Yeah, that is what you're seeing coming towards you.
So they're like dragon people.
Sure.
Dragon-ish people.
Sure.
Okay. Dragon zombies. We love that.
Sure.
I alert Apex and
No, he, like, as soon as you're looking and all those wheels are turning, he's like leaning on you. He's like, what? And he looks forward and he's like, ah, shit.
Yeah, I think we need some. Well, but I don't know. Okay, this is me talking. This isn't my character talking. I don't
Sure.
know. I really need to get a character voice for Maven that I can use for more than one episode because
I get you.
Without ripping out your throat.
I've been
yeah,
there.
well, yeah, the
I've
one
been
I
there.
wanted to do, it would break me. But yeah, I want to. Here's what my brain says. My brain says undead Zambos use fire. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Because it's really hard to be a zombie if you're turned into ash.
Yeah,
Right?
typically very difficult.
Yeah, and so what I want to do is cast Flaming Sphere.
Where?
Localized in probably the midst, in between me and the zombies, actually, at like originating maybe 5 feet in front of the nearest zombie.
Without looking up the spell, without the details, we'll just say there is the distance between you. You put it at the best logical spot.
Yeah, my range is 60
Defensively.
feet.
Yeah, so that's about where a lot of the congestion is. Light it up.
Okay, and it's instantaneous. They don't have to roll to do that.
Yeah.
But they do have to make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, I'm sure it's a very flattering frozen image of me because I'm going to look up Flaming Sphere.
Nope, you're going.
Oh, good. I love that. I'm glad you can still hear me, though. That's really nice. Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Roll
Okay.
me that damage because I'm not
Yes.
even for what they are right now going to
Yeah.
roll a dexterity save.
And that's
Okay,
when we find
yeah.
out the dragon part gives them invulnerability to fire.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that. So 2d6. That is 8 damage. Damn, go me.
Several of the beginning horde light ablaze, still moving forward. You
Cool.
can see parts of their body burning.
Okay.
But pretty safe to say they don't seem to be bothered, though the body is taking damage, clearly.
Okay.
But they
Okay.
don't care.
So I'm gonna want to. I don't know if I know we're not in combat yet, but I want to start using this flaming sphere as like a battering ram of I can fling it and I can move it
Mhm.
and I just kind of want to go whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Yeah, back
much
and
as I
forth,
can.
just
Yeah.
really trying to. Yeah, I'm
Army of
I'm down.
flaming zombies coming towards you now.
Love it.
Nice.
Can't wait till they light me on fire. I'm less flammable now that I've taken a shower recently. So, well, not that recently. It's been a couple weeks. It was a one-time deal.
A couple
Or
of
did that serve as insulation?
layers of dirt. Yeah, that's
Oh.
what I'm thinking.
You
That
were
one
a
was-
bird flying, so I mean, just cleaning your feathers, you're fine.
Mhm.
You still look fabulous compared to the years of accumulation before that.
Just a little
Um,
greasy. Just
okay.
a little.
So immediately you start lighting and you see them burning. They are still moving towards you. Apex from his belt pulls out a few blades and flings them forward. You see several of these throwing knives just sink into several of them. They don't seem too bothered. I mean, damage, but they don't. There's no pain. There's no,
What if we
Zombies.
get them in the head?
Sure.
Okay.
Keep
I'll
moving.
tell Apex to aim for the head.
Senshi, Sad Flute, is standing her ground and just is slowly just moving a little bit further forward to basically you're about 60 feet from the front line. She has positioned herself at about 35 feet in front of you, closer to them than, she's holding a perimeter and
Mhm.
waiting back inside the house. In the mansion that is decaying. You watch as things are flaking off the walls and unfolding. Food on tables is immediately starting to rot.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Back out the
Rain
window.
has taken your shoulder and is being helped up.
Yeah.
And then from the pillar that was knocked over into a wall, all three of you
Mhm.
see through the mask of that void knight, sit up with glowing green eyes.
Oh, Jesus. Ruh-roh. We gotta
Alright,
get out of here.
Would Viet have seen this happen in the last couple of months? As he's out on the
Roll
road
me a
with-
percentile check, because you have done things that, yeah.
Alternatively, undead are my favorite enemy.
Mhm.
So I could do a int check if you want. Advantage on
Yeah,
int check
that
to
works.
recall
Absolutely.
information about them. That's a natural 1. And that's an 8 minus my 2. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
He's got red eyes
You're not
now.
sure. You haven't had this kind of contact specifically before.
Yep.
Or at least this version, maybe. Maybe the
Or-
green eyes is
Or
what's
he's
throwing
also
it.
freaked out a little bit and he's just not right. He potentially recognizes it, but it's not
Yeah.
connecting up to the forebrain. It's probably
Danger
anxiety.
is definitely
It's probably
triggering in your head.
kicking in anxiety. That's not making him actually make it. It's a wordless. We need to get out of here.
Fight or flight motion
Yep.
things are kicking in.
Yep. He'll be
So
try to steer Rain towards the window that we crashed through.
Callan?
I'm going to use my bonus action to use the Songblade boon on Viet. So if he does get attacked, his target gets disadvantage and he gets advantage.
Okay.
What's that song?
Go with that.
Go with that.
And then I will do.
It feels like a
Well,
lively
what's-
tune. I feel better.
Is it the environment's just melting around us? If I wanted to, is there like any hazards opening up or?
For the most part, this building is turning into kind of, imagine it might have been a mansion at one point, but it is, decades old, broken down and all that. It's more of like the magical layer of paint and
Okay.
costume design is peeling away.
All right.
Not so much hazards.
So I'll head back out, following Viet. On the way out,
Yep.
I'm gonna hit that creature,
Yeah, sure.
using Bardic Inspiration to do a mobile flourish, charged with Booming Blade. So, the basic attack is 12 to hit.
That does hit.
It hits? Oh, good. Ooh, yay.
It does.
All right. So then, 8 plus 9 total for the rapier damage.
Okay.
And then 5 for the booming blade initial damage. So,
Okay.
and then with mobile flourish, he is pushed 5 feet plus the number of feet equal to the bardic inspiration I rolled, which is only 1, so 6 feet.
So yeah, you do that pulse of energy, that boom, and they're driven backwards further.
Right. So then, if he voluntarily moves within the next round, takes more
He will.
damage.
Roll the damage.
Roll the damage. All right.
He will.
Okay.
They're pretty one track.
Okay. And that is a 9.
So you cast and flourish your blade, driving it back. You hear the damage and the ripping of flesh as you jump through the window. Yet you've got Rain. She is wincing. All of you feel the echoes of pain in your head. It is not harmful at the moment, but you feel it. She's sending it out like waves.
And
Yeah.
there's living
Callan,
candles.
off to your left, you see a front line of a horde.
Would I have been
Oh.
able to grab
We're
Rand's
behind.
broken flute on the way out?
Roll me just a flat D20. Let's see what you got. Just for the everything.
That's a 2.
Whether it be too close to where that zombie was pushing forward or you were focused on driving it back so you could get out, you did not.
Got it. I
Which
mean,
side
I didn't
of-
get it, but
Which side of the flaming front line are we on? Are we on the side we want to be or on the other side of it?
You're probably about 10 feet behind Sad Flute, which is good.
And she's between, so Sad Flute is between us and the front of the in the line of
Yep.
zombie torches.
I have an
holding
idea.
the line.
I have an
Love
idea.
isn't always on
Can we
time.
lock these zombies in the mansion?
Ironically, as you have this thought, you start
Yeah.
to see more of the magical paint peeling off, and you see it is almost skeletal
Oh.
in like sections and corners opened up.
Is
and
it still on
walls
fire?
exposing. There is fire still within, but it is having. It's weird because you see this magical illusionary body peeling back and flames licking it, putting it out, but also areas that are holding. It's
It's not coming all at once. It's coming in sections and pieces.
correct.
Okay. All right. Turn and be moving away from the flaming zombie line.
Yeah. So you scatter and head back towards Maven and Apex. About that time,
Is Derek
You
with
hear-
us or is Derek way? Did we leave
Derek
him
is
behind?
further behind all of
Okay.
that even.
All right.
And thank you actually for that, because all of a sudden you'll hear Derek sounding very coherent again. Who's that?
What?
Who's that?
Who's what?
And you look at him and he's pointing. And you all look back towards the walls, the front gate walls. And there's a woman standing on top of the wall.
Oh God. Oh, which one?
The witch woman?
Bald head, elven ears.
That is not the witch woman. As I'm continuing to
Green
limp
eyes.
on along.
Diana?
Tight leather outfit with coat. Yes. Callan, you recognize Diana. And
Okay.
her eyes are just shimmering green, not glowing. And
My
she's
girl!
standing there barefoot. And as you look and make that recognition, you see the same look as she just is looking at you, head tilted, and just
She's dead. She's dead. Is she dead?
No.
Wait, no, she can control the undead. I forgot.
I've been working under the theory that she's a werewolf.
Okay. Cool. Cute. Love it.
'Cause-
Um,
and then going off of that, I really want to take her on a shopping trip because I always wanted to know how much wool could a werewolf wear if a werewolf could wear wool.
I call out to her, are these guys with you? Referencing the Zambos.
Yeah, like I'll call it too. Hey, you want to help? Because I don't know. I really don't know what side she's on.
he leaps from the wall 60 feet forward and lands right at the cusp of the front line, just past the flaming sphere that is
Oh, man.
rushing back and forth. Hero pose, you know. Stands up And then you see her form start to shift as her eyes for a second flash blue and then back into a green as her skin starts to turn into scaly skin
Oh,
and almost horns like a crown appear. Her size increases. Her arms increase. Everything is increasing to now from a medium shaped creature to a large. Very feminine, but dragon-esque monstrosity, Callan, that you have seen before, but a very more lupine dragon version. And you hear the voice, not of Diana, though it is Diana's voice, with the emphasis on C. Fool, it's so good to see you again. It has been many moons since I have smelled you near
I like her.
firelight. My children are eager to sense all of the flavor that I have of you.
did y'all hook up?
Welcome.
Is this an ex?
Don't. No. Nothing like that. No. Don't be vulgar. Come on.
Children, bring him to me. And they all start to move forward a little quicker now, a little faster pace. And as that is happening, and they're moving forward now, starting to, instead of just kind of that zombie shamble, starting to have a little bit, like you see twitches and more of that muscular form coming in and scales and spikes piercing out of the clothing and skin. All of a sudden, all these vines reach up from the ground and start to gather around from the wall to the mansion that is flaking apart. And all of you hear in your mind a familiar voice for some, not all. Oh, hey man, this is about the best I can do right now. I really I love parties, but I would not recommend like hanging around too much longer. Whoa, but parting gifts. I appreciate everything. The council and I are totally down with your mojo, and until next time, I guess. Bye.
Thanks, buddy.
And these creatures are ripping at the vines and trying to break through. You have a brief moment as Senshi Sad Flute is like clutching her sword right at that wall, and Apex leaning on you, Maven, is just like, who the shit was that? What?
Doesn't matter. Let's get to the sewers. I'll explain everything. We got to get the hell out of here.
That's Terrafin trying to help us out. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, we got to go.
Gotta go.
We got to go.
Any way we can. Are we like...
Apex is like, the sewers are freaking that way, like pointing right towards the monsters, you know?
Well,
Like, we're on the cliff.
Well, then we better jump. How good are you at swimming?
He looks at his non-existent arm. He's like, I've had better months.
Do we have a way to get to the wall? And is there any access at all?
There's a wall next to you. It's tall, but I mean, it's the thing there.
Yeah, I think that's where we want to go, over the wall
Yeah.
versus down the cliff, if at all possible.
I was going to suggest holding hands and jumping off the cliff. But
I mean, I was going to suggest jumping off the cliff too, but I think that the wall is safer and smarter.
Yeah, we'll lean Rain up against the wall, and he'll climb up the wall.
Okay.
Right.
Athletics.
Hook. Pull himself up.
Advantage for you, sir.
Where did I put? So 16 plus 7 is 23.
Okay. So you make your way up first. You're at the top of the wall assisting.
Is it clear? Do we have a moment to
on the other side?
Yeah.
There seems to be currently right next to this section of wall an open greenery with another building off in the distance. Nothing here right now.
Okay. Yep. I'll start assist people up.
Okay. Who's next?
Can I catch Rain's hand? Pull Rain up?
You're about 15 feet up.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll lower a rope down to have her fashion a rig. This is going to hurt
Right
everybody.
now, you're as fast as your slowest people.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape actually.
What are you
And
round shaping into?
I'm gonna be a hawk.
Okay, you are a hawk.
Yeah, I'm gonna just fly up and perch on the wall.
So you kind of lean Apex towards the wall a little bit, and you fly up, and he's like, "Oh, that's handy."
Sorry, and I just I can't say anything, so I go.
Ah! And you're like, "Yeah, I got it."
How far up is the wall?
About 15 feet to the top.
Okay. I'd like to mold earth to make it easier for people to start climbing up.
Oh, a little bit of a rampish type or
Stairs.
stairs. Yeah, something. All right, yeah.
Yes.
Don't even need a roll for that. You basically give advantage to everybody trying to go up and over the wall.
All right. And I'll kind of trail to make sure everybody's getting up.
Okay. I'm gonna. So Rain has disadvantage, but with you and Viet, I'm gonna take it up to advantage because you're aiding and he's aiding. More than enough. More than enough. So you both together kind of help Rain get up and over. Sad Flute, she is holding. As Apex goes over, he is reluctant to take help, but does because he knows. So I'm just going to give him just a flat roll. He does because, yeah, he's good enough. Like he takes a hand, goes up, and just does a little leap, landing hard on the other side. About that time, all of a sudden you hear some of the vines ripping free as one or two of these figures start to break through, and quickly Sad Flute just dispatches 1, 2, 3, and she is backing up slowly towards your section of the wall.
How many feet are we from that line?
About 20 roughly.
Oh, not far at all.
No.
All right. Viet will have right. He's got a couple throwing hammers. He'll contribute to where he can to try to provide a little cover for this Sad Flute person.
Okay, roll me 2 attacks.
Not great. 14 and a 10.
Perfect. I'm going to use one of my inspiration.
Okay.
As you breach the wall.
As I breach the wall?
Yeah, one of your hammers absolutely hits a key spot in the vines.
Great.
And now a hole has opened up. And they are pressing in. That's why I get inspiration sometimes.
Someone needs it to help us and not to hurt us.
Right. I'm helping. This is good for story, right? So they're pushing through, clawing through, pushing over each other, on each other, and now streaming in. Sad Flute is now 100% engaged. I will start making rolls for her in a moment. Derek is still about 15 feet further back. He is still in shock. He is still reluctant to be touched, to be helped. He's in a place. Callan, you see this as you just helped Apex over. You turn and see the break as Viet is trying to help. And then as you see this, breach in the wall and they start to come through, you look and you see Derek there. He is about 15 feet from you, and then 15 beyond him is the cliff. And you can see he is like a deer in the headlights.
Okay.
Hold on. Because we haven't really been doing initiative. We've been playing loosey-goosey, which is fine. Going, Viet has done things. Maven, you're a hawk on top. Do you want to change anything with that, with the new information that has been provided?
Fly down and pick him up with your hawkish brute strength. Oh,
Yeah,
She didn't say
will-
giant hawk. She said hawk.
I just
I'm
assumed.
going to reform and aid him up the wall.
Okay.
He's 15
So you want
feet
to
from the
fly
wall.
down to him.
Oh,
No. Wait, I can't help him up at
You're
the
on
top.
top of the wall right now as a hawk.
And he can't reach.
he's
He
15
is
feet
15
away.
feet away from the wall
Oh, you know, okay, Derek.
froze.
because he's kind of in shock.
Well, you know, okay.
Hey, you don't have to explain Maven's
No, I know.
reasoning at all. What is Maven
Yeah, no,
doing?
part of me, here's what Maven would do. Maven tried it. He didn't want it.
Mhm.
So she's kind of like, sorry, Derek. Better luck next time.
Yep.
Snap out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's not going to. So I'm actually going to stay up on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Killian would go get him. But
I get
me,
that.
Maven,
Survival of the fittest.
that's what I'm saying.
All right. Then Apex is over. Lands. Senshi, Sad Flute is in full just fighting. Callan.
Uh,
I know.
Callan's a little affected a little differently by seeing poor, pathetic Derek over there. Not like he feels responsible for his plight or anything, but come on, you got to salvage some good out of this catastrophe of a night. Callan is gonna fire some Eldritch Blasts to suppressive fire at the mob coming at him, but he needs to run over and help Derek.
I'm going to let my dog out quick.
So- Yep. Make those rolls,
Okay.
which I rolled for Sad Flute as she's fighting. She is doing well at the moment, but suppression will assist her.
They've got the 2 Eldritch Blast bolts, are 26 and a 17 to hit.
Perfect. Hits.
Can I?
You
use
don't
my-
even need to roll damage right now. It's theater of the mind. They are helpful.
Okay.
So even if it's knocking something off its, feet for a moment, it
Right.
gives her time to dispatch, and she's
Yeah.
holding the line.
I
What do
wanna
you do?
add,
You run over.
I want to add bonus Hexblade Curse too. So,
Perfect.
right, damage. You want damage for those or no? You said
If you're gonna double down, the 2 you do strike will immediately just burn away and fall down.
okay. And it looks
As
like
the
it
force damage
effectively
does
killed them.
enough to just rip away enough of them that they hit the ground twitching and then stop.
Okay. I'm asking because Hexblade Curse would give me 6 hit points back if I killed a target.
Take it.
Okay. I'm taking it. And I'm running
must
over
need
to
it.
assist poor pathetic Derek.
He's there, and he's not so much in shock that he doesn't see you. As you come forward, you see him lock eyes with you, and there's mixed emotions of anger and also happy to see someone who's not dead.
Okay. So are we pinned against the cliff now, or what's going on?
15 feet behind is the cliff.
Behind Derek?
Yep, you're in between the cliff and the wall.
So I can bring Derek back to the wall safely, or relatively safely, or
What do you say? What are you doing? Because right now he's not fighting your approach, but he also doesn't seem exactly thrilled either. It's mixed emotions. He's dealing
Okay.
with a lot.
I have to assess what's the safest route, because now I'm trying to help out Derek, who's not really keen
100%
on
with
me
it.
helping. So I either need to get back to the wall or to the cliff.
Roll me an insight check.
Okay.
If you're trying to make that evaluation of him, how much he's willing to help you or fight you.
Can I,
That's a 16.
Okay. What was that?
from a story perspective, could Viet help with this?
How?
So if he's trying to grab in my 6 seconds, assuming it's my turn next, Viet would launch himself off the wall, casting Zephyr Strike on himself, throwing a bonus action on the dynamic weapon, throwing a lash out towards one of the zombies to pick up that additional speed, that additional 30 feet, rushing to Derek, doing a grapple, which I'm assuming might, unless Derek gets incredibly lucky, I'd beat him on grapple and start dragging him back towards the wall. If I can help. Or let him have his turn. Either way. That's fine. Just depend on theater of the mind you want to do.
So, Callan, first off,
Yes.
what you got? You definitely get the vibe of where he's at. He's definitely in that fight or flight primitive state of mind of like, he is looking out for him, though he is angry. He feels his entire world is crumbling down again. In that moment, you do sense that if anyone would try to help him, that he'd probably take a life preserver.
Oh, now he'll take it?
Unless it's coming from you.
Okay,
And
well,
in that moment, there is a arcane whip and a dwarf comes flying, landing next to you. And as you are reaching out, like, take my hand if you want to live. Viet lands, and you can say whatever you like here, Viet, but it's the equivalent of he's not taking time to ask for permission.
Yeah. It's almost a fireman's carry. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to do with disadvantage because he's
It's
only
a-
going to have.
It is all right, lady. I will help you. Across the street.
He did not roll well. And so he'll be just angry looking at you, Callan, but also,
As he's being carried away.
yeah. And it's like not just an angry, like he hates you, but he feels betrayed still. Like he did put trust in you and feels betrayed and is getting carried away. In that time, as all of this is happening, I need Viet to roll me a disadvantage athletics check because now you are carrying someone and gonna do that. Callan, I need a flat.
+7.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I
Still
got
that
excited.
one.
I got excited.
Okay. Callan, I
much a
need
shame.
you to roll me a athletics check as well.
8.
Perfect. That's perfect. So as Viet, you go grab the rope that is still attached to the crowbar. You start to lift up. Callan, you go and start to leap. All of a sudden, one of these creatures manages to slip past Sad Flute as she swings and it ducks. Actual intelligence seemingly there, and leaps up and tackles you and Viet, except it only more hits Derek. And you two go tumbling back to the ground with this creature just biting and slashing at you. And Viet, you kind of still manage to pull yourself up the rope a little bit as all of this happens. Maven,
Mm-hmm.
you're watching all of this as a hawk.
Like a hawk.
4K.
Watching it like a hawk. And if you like that, subscribe for more bad puns and D&D content. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
That we can promise. For
Yeah.
content we can't. We can promise the bad puns.
We sure can. We sure can. Some tomfoolery is coming your way, folks. I'm
with
watching
those
all
puns,
this.
I will say also at this moment, the vines separate in a larger section as this larger dragon-esque Diana rips through.
I'm
Just
gonna
a
cast a spell if it's
Ah.
my turn.
As a hawk?
I can cast spells.
No, you can't.
Well, I'm gonna be a person and cast a spell.
Hey, you can do that with a free action. So you're a person
Yeah.
again.
I'm a person. Wow. Boy, are my arms tired.
I'm a real boy.
Flew all the way from Mirabelle. Boy, are my arms tired. Anyway, so I think I made that joke the last time I turned into a bird. But you know what? It's fine.
That's true. You take 2
totally
psychic
fine.
damage.
No.
No.
So I'm gonna cast. I think it's. I don't remember what it's called. Hang on, I gotta look.
I do need to know what it's called.
Me too. It is called Spike Growth.
Okay, I am familiar with this one. This
Yes.
one creates the
And
spikes.
so I'm
They
gonna
see it.
put that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that between us and the undead.
Even where Sad Flute is? Because she is moving all across that area.
I mean,
Just saying. It's a
I mean-
calculated choice.
I know. Well, you know what? I trust Sad Flute's ability
Mhm.
to. I'm gonna yell out to Sad Flute and say incoming.
Fair.
And I feel like they'll know what I mean. Or at least they'll be aware that something's coming from me. And yeah, I'm gonna cast. I want to get the people that are up on the wall the best chance of getting away. And so I'm gonna put it a little bit before Diana.
Okay. So definitely where Flute is.
Yeah, sorry, Flute.
It's okay. She knows her role.
She does. Sacrificial lamb. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna.
Telltale in the corner. Sad Flute will remember this.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, and unfortunately for me, well, me as a real human person is like, that's what Maven would do.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
she's kind of a B word.
It's okay.
The word's
Badass?
but. The B word.
Oh.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yeah.
Or the one.
Yep.
Okay. Or the one. So
So yeah, I want to give these creatures
start ripping
damage.
these things apart as they move across the field.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. Callan, you're on the ground. You have a creature on top of you and a creature on top of Eric. You are all tangled together. Viet, you are on top of the wall again. You pulled yourself up there. You see now what impact hits you. What are you guys doing? Because I'm curious, real quick. This is fast.
So I got to deal with that creature. So since he's right up in my face,
Yep.
I will attack him with the song blade, adding booming blade.
Okay.
So, all right. The attack roll is a dirty 20.
Perfect. Roll that damage. You can hit me with all of it. None of the resistances or anything go into
right.
what you're doing.
So 11 plus ooh. All right. 19 my running total. 19.
All right. So you stab forward, ignite the booming blade down into it, and just and it shoots it straight off into the rest of some more of the vines breaking through, unfortunately, but nonetheless, getting it off of you. Derek, because of that freedom of movement that you just provided, I'm going to roll for him to jump up and reach. I rolled a 14 minus 1. So he reaches up. It's competent enough that Viet, if you would use your action to aid him, he could come up.
Yep, that's what he would do.
Okay, so Derek leaps up. You grab, pull him up over the wall, drop him. I got to roll real quick for Sad Flute. That's an at 20, and that's a 10. That's still competent. She is holding her own. Roll me damage for the thorns. The growth.
Oh. Maven is rolling damage, aka
Yep.
Cat,
Yep.
aka
Sorry.
Mick.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I can do it. I can do it. I
Okay.
can do it.
Oh.
Okay.
Just roll me general
This is-
damage because
this
a
is-
lot of things are moving through this. Sad Flute is one of them as she is moving in and out amongst. She's going to take 5, 10, 50, about 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 4 sets of damage.
Okay. That is going to be 23 damage if you don't make your dex saving throw. The save is 16.
Ooh, nope, she's not focused on trying to avoid the thorns. She is focused on killing zombos.
That is unfortunate because
I get you. So she is, as you all kind of look down towards her, you can see the thorns are ripping up her legs, but she is very quickly still moving, taking the damage as she is cutting these creatures down. And it's about that time that Diana,
I hate her. I
with
hate
a
Diana.
backhand, steps through, taking the same damage. Actually, I'm just going to double it because she's going all the way through it.
Because she do be beefy.
Oh, she's very beefy.
Eat 46 damage, Diana.
And she is just going to backhand Sad Flute.
No,
Make a
no.
strength saving throw. Her first bad roll. It's a 5. She's going to be knocked across the yard into the wall of the mansion that's still standing and break straight through it. She currently is not here. Callan, athletics check if you're going to go up the wall real quick. Viet, if you're using your turn
Are
to
these?
aid.
Wait, is Diana and all of these creatures? Are they?
They're on
focused on me.
Oh yeah, they're focused on all of you. But
okay.
right now you're the only one left on the ground, except for Sad Flute, and Diana is focused on you, and so she just backhanded out of my way, and is less than 10 feet from you.
Okay.
Give me your hand if you want to leave.
Come on, get to the chopper.
I want to buy you
With
guys
my
some
arm.
time, so I'm gonna run towards the cliff.
Okay.
Callan, I swear to God.
Yep, that's what Callan is doing.
I know. It's
So you
not even
run towards the cliff.
I run towards the cliff. I hex Diana or whatever. And if I need to dash, I'll dash to get all the way there.
You'd be close enough to it.
All right, close enough to it. So I'll
without dashing.
okay. Then I'm gonna stand on the railing of the cliff and fire off some Eldritch blasts at Diana.
Roll. And do damage if you hit. Yeah.
First one is a nat 20, and the second one is an 11. So the net 20, oops.
11 misses.
I figured.
I know.
Right.
At least you get
Go
double
here.
damage on the one.
Make up for the miss. What's going on here? All right. 14. And then, oops, I didn't add hex. 14 plus 4, 18 total.
So your Eldritch Bolt, as you fire forward, slams into Diana's now larger dragon-esque kind of were creature, charging forward. As you see the damage rip away at the scales, her face doesn't flinch. She is focused on her prey as she goes down into a feline position to pounce on its prey and starts charging forward. Maven, what are you doing in this slow motion beat?
I'm going to cast a spell on this witch.
This is more of a reaction.
Oh, I'm going to...
Sorry if
can
I
I-
wasn't
what-
clear. This is more
No,
of a
that's okay.
reactionary.
What can I do? Like, within reason.
Whatever you think you could pull off in a reaction, whether that is the initiation of a movement, and what is Maven's motive as she is seeing this unfold in that blink moment?
She's going to rush Diana.
Okay.
She's going to bum rush Diana. And
Okay.
she already lost Callan once. She watched him get vaporized right in front of her. She was going to literally go fight a god in revenge. So, yeah, she's going to bum rush this werewolf cat person, dragon thing.
Yeah.
So Maven's leaping off the wall.
You don't know. This is about what you're doing in this moment
So
with what I have described.
Viet will be looking to Maven and assuming that we're going to sprint or run somewhere. Down the wall, over the wall. He's following her.
I throw you like a torpedo. No, I'm just kidding.
Callan,
Yes.
you see this chart about to just about all the muscles tensed, charging as everything's blown apart. What is that moment?
All right, that moment, if I can, I'm just going to let her leap at me, and if I can pull it off, Misty Step.
Okay,
back
you're getting ready to
across.
cast and shift. Kind of move out of the way,
Mhm.
Perfect. So as this moment slows down in time, all of you just muscles tensing to move forward, to react, to get ready to move, to cast. You all hear your heartbeats just and then bright light as a doorway opens up between Callan and Diana, and Seely steps out.
I knew it. Ah!
She steps out and looks around, pulls out a pocket watch, click. Oh, got that a little close. I'm really sorry. All right, Callan, good to see you. You're back. You're here. This is good timing. Viet's here, and there's Maven. Okay, good. Everyone, can you all hear me? I know you can't probably move too much right now. Can you hear me though? Give me just a
oil pan.
perfect. I know it's kind of wishy-washy on how I'm dealing with this. This is one of those kind of crucial moments in time, things coming together, coalescing of time and space, key moments. This is one of them. You guys being together, which I'm really sorry I'm not going to get to know all of you more. Especially as a group. I know what you guys are going to accomplish, and it's beautiful.
Oh no.
She goes into her bag real quick, pulls out a small little leather case, sets it down for a second, and then pulls out a couple vials and puts those in a bag. This will probably be easier if I just kind of, as you're kind of half out ready to cast, all of a sudden she slips this leather kind of bandolier around you, and she's like, okay, in here, you guys need to understand, you need to, there's a little device in here. It's going to help you. It's going to make, you need to find the boat with no name. It's gonna help you guys. It's gonna do everything you need. That is the biggest hitch in your giddy up, as they'd say right now. And this is gonna fix that. This is a good crutch. There's a beautiful crystal inside. Don't stare into it too long. But that is, think of it as a key. Think of it as the key that you'll need to name the boat with no name. That's probably the best way to explain it. And then there's a tuning fork also that will help you get there, as long as you pay attention. It can be tricky. Also, in this bag, and she kind of wraps it over your neck and across your back. And she's like, in here, couple potions, couple vials, couple things, all good things, some dangerous, some not, some helpful, some hindering, kind of a mixed bag.
No pun
Once
intended.
again, you'll need all of them. I love all you guys. Just do your best.
You're
I
gonna make
believe
me
in
cry.
all of you. Almost forgot as she looks at her watch again. Run. And then she turns around and that doorway is still there. And you see her just grab it by the sides and fold it down and then step forward with this ball of light and ram it into Diana. And you see electricity forming around and folding around Seely as she's driving it into Diana's form. All of you can move. There's an explosion of light and sound and screams. Most of it sounds like it's probably from Seely.
No.
And a wave of energy goes forward, knocking all of these undead to the ground. They don't appear dead, but that green light is just drained away. And Diana is back into her human form. And you can see even she is trying to get up, but she seems like somebody who's just been tased. Like muscles aren't responding. And Seely's gone.
But all my friends keep getting vaporized.
Wait,
Motherfucker.
she said run, right?
Yeah, she did. I'm gonna run. And I'm so angry right now.
Okay, let's run.
Yeah, we gotta run.
But can I insight or take a look at what's going on with Diana? Is she completely
Roll me an
different?
insight check.
Ugh.
What color are her eyes?
That is a 6.
It's really hard to tell. There's a lot of there's still electrical energy crackling on the ground. Half seems like it's holding her down, half seems like it's coming from it's really hard to tell.
You killed
Beyond just looking and kind of inciting, anything beyond that?
Okay. I'm upset that Silly disappeared and kind of looks like she's sacrificed herself. Can I use my telekinesis hand to just push Diana off the cliff?
You're between her and the cliff, so that'd be more of a pull.
I can pull.
She's she's 20 feet in front of you, closer to Viet. Viet's on top, above.
That's too far. We should just get out of here, I think.
Anybody else as Callan's going through those thoughts? And
I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm also relieved, but I'm so angry. I'm angry at Seely. I'm angry at Diana. I'm angry at this stupid Aurora Borealis bullshit up in the sky, and I'm running away. I'm angry, and I need to go somewhere else and get away from this.
Yeah.
Following Maven.
Is
lady
Sad
full of
Flute totally
thorns.
gone?
Sad Flute was knocked into the mansion. Is anyone looking, or are you running? Like that's the,
I'm running. Seely said run.
We're running. We got to run.
Are you running back towards the rest of the group you had assembled over the wall, or are you just in general running? I just for clarification.
I'm going over
because-
the wall.
Over
Yeah,
the wall.
I would join the group. Stronger
Okay.
in numbers.
As you jump over, Rain is there. Kind of, yeah, she's not super mobile. Derica's not. She kind of, if anyone looks and said like Derek, like, and it's like she'll kind of just point of like he ran off. Apex will. Where's Senshi?
She got pushed into the building, but Seely was there. She said run.
Where's
I'm running.
Seely?
Can we get away from here and then I'll explain everything to
Where
you?
are they?
I don't know.
He'll kind of look frustrated, look to seeing as Viet has been the main one. Get me over the goddamn wall.
Viet is casting Longstrider at 2nd level, handing Rain Grasshopper to munch on. He's shoving
This
one in his
is
mouth.
Apex saying this, by the
Yep,
way.
I understand that.
Okay.
He's ignoring. He doesn't know Apex, but he's gonna get Rain. Try to get Rain out of here.
Yeah, I'm going.
So he's ignoring.
He should know
Apex.
better
I
than
don't know
to not
Apex.
follow orders. I'm following orders. Seely worked above my pay grade, and if nothing else, I'm gonna listen.
You two start to move and do that. Rain is being more mobile now, moving. Callan, you're there, and in that moment, as others ignoring, Apex is going to look to you and just help me get over the wall at least. And he kind of just looks at his arm, looks at his wounds, like he knows he can't do it by himself right now.
Mhm.
Just
Not
get
gonna
me
lie.
over.
He wants over the wall to join us, or what?
No, he's on the safe side. He wants to go after his friends.
His friends. So that's Sad Flute, right?
And
Sad
Sealy.
Flute and Seely. Like he doesn't know what happened, but he knows they're not here.
Just run. You have to go. Silly sacrificed herself. There's nothing we can do about it. And I'll use the Misty Step I didn't use to go back and try to recover Sad Flute.
Oh, okay. So you disappear up the top of the wall, drop
Where
it
are
back
we?
down because you got to be able to see but you get it back over. So
Yeah.
you're over. At that moment, you hear some cursing. And roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay. Come on. That's no, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Yes.
Okay.
We were having
16.
16. You scan the field. You see Diana starting to come to her feet, still in her human-ish form, or elven form. You look towards the wall that Sad Flute was knocked through. Looking through, you see there's a lot of debris, a lot of rubble. You do see a slightly broken form and a broken sword right next to the pile of rubble.
Okay, well, I want to recover Sad Flute.
Okay. So you start to head over there.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
It's a 24.
24. Awesome. So you get over there. Immediately, you see there is a lot of rubble that has fallen down, and you start pulling it off, and you do see a tiefling hand through it and you start pulling. You're not sure of her condition. There's a lot of blood. And as you are pulling debris off, all of a sudden there is a hand on your shoulder. And as you react, it's Apex. He has managed to make it over. And
told you to run.
And he's like, yeah, you listen so well too. And he's trying to pull things back. And then also in that moment, you start to hear the moans, the screeches of other things coming to their feet who aren't dead. And you both kind of immediately look and you start to see creatures coming to their feet slowly. She is very broken, very battered. You're not sure if she's alive or not. No one's taken the time. But you have uncovered her. Apex is there, and he is there too. And he's also looking around for Seely. Which I'm going to roll an intelligence check to which one. Okay. He's focused. He is helping, trying to pick Sad Flute up. That is his main objective. Moving forward, he's directing, trying to drag her up through the broken wall as once again a group is starting to form.
So I'm just gonna help try to recover the body or whatever as fast as we can and try to get back to safety.
Okay.
And get out of there.
I'll give you a flat roll. Otherwise, we can do 2 disadvantage rolls with you and Apex dragging a very unhelpful body between you. Which one would you prefer? Separate, or do you want a flat roll?
I will go for a flat roll.
Okay, you get to make the flat roll as Apex is helping.
Okay, this is definitely for Catherine's dice. That's a 17.
Excellent. So you two manage to start making your way back towards the wall, and you go up. Apex is in no shape to do the main part of the climbing, one arm, all that, and he's taking the weight of Sad Flute. You get to the top of the wall. He is helping pass her up. You get a hold of her and start to bring her up. I am making a couple attack rolls.
Can I assist Apex with my telekinesis mage hand?
Do what? To bring her up? Or
once we get her up, bring him up.
Oh, that way? Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. That'll give him advantage. But there's some incoming attacks because there is a horde that has been on your heels as you're helping fallen comrade. Yeah. Most of them actually miss. So as he's helping, this group just is forming right around. And they are hacking and slashing towards him. And for the most part, he is moving still somewhat nimbly, but a few slash into him, once across the chest, once across the side, as he's pushing her up. Coming, if you're aiding with your telekinesis, I'll give him advantage to climb. With advantage, I rolled a 5. With his athletics, that's still 11. But that's not going to be enough to fully get up. And so as he starts to go up, he's going to start to be torn apart.
No. This is my hero from the guild.
So as you're trying to pull him up, claws are being raking down and trying to pull him back down. He is pushing Sad Flute up more, and kind of in, you almost think one last jump up, but it's one last jump. And you can oppose it if you want. Otherwise, there's a grapple check coming at you.
What's happening? Who's grappling?
Apex
He's trying
to grapple you.
to bring me
It's
down.
the equivalent of a grapple. Do you want to fight it or not? Like, you see him bend down, claws and hands as he's leaping up. Are you fighting whatever he's doing? Because it is a forceful.
Is he
what he's
still
He's still him.
him?
Very bloody, very slashed, very everything. Split
strength.
moment. Yes or no?
Nope.
Yep. You get knocked off the top of the wall as he leaps up, and he's like, "Take care of her!" and pushes you over the edge. You fall back, seeing clawed hands grabbing, grasping, ripping at him, pulling him back down.
I'm sweating. Not to cut the dramatic tension, but y'all are making me sweat.
No.
This is a lot.
Can I see him anymore, or is he just outside?
You're on the ground on the other side of the wall.
No, damn it. Okay, we have to run. I'll recover sad flute, and
Yeah.
we have to run.
Oh, now we have to run, Kellen.
You-
Pyrrhic victories left and right.
You pick up sad flute and start running.
Yes.
Piet, you have rain.
Yep.
You two are with your long strider that has definitely made her far more mobile and is moving. She's not able to dash, but
Right.
she has at least normal mobility.
I'll get up
Maven?
on her other side and help if we're going to want to help move her.
Yep.
I assume we're traveling at relatively the same pace. So
Yeah. Pretty much normal without dash speed, normal walking speed, but you're moving, and very quickly with her direction as well, she brings you to some of the an entryway to the old tunnels. And it won't take you too long, Callan, to where you see them half kind of waiting, like seeing you moving towards, and just like one last kind of like over here, you know. And you make your way in, and a once carved wall of just a corner of a building is sealed shut. You move down a very narrow, dark passageway into the depths, back down towards the stone district, into in the old tunnels that were dug when this place was originally constructed. And in the dark, that weight of choice and decision, both made and taken away, that's where we're going to leave off this week. As you all have chose to run, and not really even chose to live and ran away. So, hope everybody have fun. Thank you all for watching. Hello, future people who have joined us. I hope everybody enjoyed. I know I did, both for the good parts and for the twisting of the players. Have a great week. I'm DM Scott. With me as always.
Killian, Scott finds a way to hurt my feelings every week. You, come on. Oh, he's so proud of himself.
I mean, a little. But here's the thing. I'm not happy about it either, because I felt it too.
Now you can't use her dice anymore. They're forbidden.
And I am Mick, and my heart is ripped out 50 ways from Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Playing Callan.
Chris playing Viet, who has no clue what's going on. So, thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great week. Can't wait to join us next time.
It'll be
Down with
hopefully it will
Dragons.
be better next time. Is there gonna be like a dancing montage, a musical number?
And we
I
kind of
mean,
got
a
used to our
shopping trip might be
performer.
coming up.
Depends what you mean by better.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Damn. Bye everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.